So it was pointed out to me that I completely botched the whole charcoal chimney thing. Didn't even dawn on me. I was so worried about getting this video right that I forgot to even fire up the charcoal. Not making that mistake again. All right. Good morning. It's 5:30. No, 5:15 in Florida. Super Bowl is today. So let's get some food on the smoker. All right, we are back. It's 5:48. I let this chimney burn for a little while. Completely forgot. Yesterday I was worried about the video so much that I forgot to light the charcoal. But still, thanks for the tip, Kip. Let's get this thing going. Everybody is asleep and we don't have much light. So let's get this thing opened up. Still got some logs from yesterday's cook. So I'm gonna get this all set up. I don't have much light, so I'm not gonna sit here and make you guys watch and listen in the dark. So I will check in when the light comes. All right, it's 15 minutes has passed. I went ahead and shut the doors down, and we got a pretty amazing fire going. Thanks a lot, Kip. So I'm about to shut this smoker door and let it come up to temp. I'm doing some beef ribs, one slab of beef ribs, 2 slabs of pork ribs, and maybe some sausages for Super Bowl. All right, I'll check in once we got some light out, because I'm gonna be putting this meat on here in a little bit, at least the beef ribs. All right, still ain't got no light yet. I brought my light out. The doors have been shut for about maybe 15 minutes. We are at 200 degrees. So I got me, I seasoned my beef ribs yesterday with salt, pepper, garlic, and a little bit of Lawry's. So I'm not gonna wait because I would rather get it on early and hold it than have to chase the temperatures in the end. So even though it's only at 200 degrees, I'm gonna go ahead and put this meat on, because right now it is 6:30 and the game starts at 6:30. So we're gonna get it put on. But another good thing is my fireboard showed up yesterday. So we about to give this thing a try. I got this little magnetic base, but I'm not sure what part of it is magnetic, but I'll figure that out. Hopefully I'll knock these ribs over. I'm gonna go ahead and get it open. Well, didn't knock them over. So I want to see how far this probe goes, so I'll know how far over to this right side I can put the meat. So let's get this probe in. And this one does fit right through without any problem. Although I'm really not worried about temperatures this early, but I do want to not have to open this thing up too many times. So, oh man, this is a pretty long probe. So we got it. Actually, let me throw I got a ambient probe. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that one in as well. All right, so I put the ambient probe through this bottom, and I put the probe inside the meat here at the top. So let me get this thing fired up and kind of see. I haven't even used it yet. There we go. I did charge it last night though. Okay. So channel 1 is going to be ambient because I know the meat ain't that high. All right. So we're going to let this thing roll and see where she settles at. And we'll get this cook started. All right, it's been another 20 minutes. I threw one more small log on, and we have gotten up to 247, no, 244, and I'm cool with that. So we're gonna let it keep rolling, and this is not gonna be, I don't think this video is gonna be as much or as long as yesterday's video, because I want to get me some rest. I was wore out. All right, fire's going good. So we just gonna let it roll. I got the Fireboard app on my phone, and I think I can chill out for a while until it's time to add another log. All right, I'll check in here in a little bit. All right, we have hit the 4-hour mark, and we've been consistently rocking at about 250. So I'm gonna give it a spritz and see what it's looking like. I have not seen it, so we are seeing it together, and it is looking good. Starting to develop a pretty nice bark. Let's give it a little spritz so that the bark doesn't get hard. And we're just gonna let it keep on rocking. Put a piece of wood in here to kind of block all this excess heat coming through. So it's looking like it's working pretty good. We're getting some nice pullback over here on the bone side. So let me spray this other side, and we're gonna let it keep on doing its thing. There we go. So I will check in maybe in another hour, and I'll go ahead and give it another spritz, but it's looking real good. All right. So we are at the 6-hour mark, and the ribs hit a stall when it hit about 170, and it took me close to an hour and 40 minutes to go from 170 to now 182. So let's take a look, see what we got, because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them and then put on my spare ribs. Let's see what we got. Still got this log in here kind of shielding it a little bit. Whew, man, this wind is picked up. Okay, I can deal with that. We got some pullback over in here. Pullback on both sides, so everything is looking good. Everything is looking real good. So Basically, I'm gonna give them a little spritz and start getting set up to wrap them up. So give me a second to get this camera moved around, and then we're gonna wrap these babies. All right. So we're gonna take these boys and put them meat side down. Try to get them all wrapped up and put them back to bed. So now we are bone side down. Let's fold this in. Then fold this in. Get it nice and tight. And now we're bone side down. And we're gonna go back meat side down. There we go. Wrapped up, back in the smoker. Okay, so now we got meat side down. I'm actually going to move these over a little. I'm going to put the probe back in, slide them over to this side, and let them hang out. So that'll give me some room to throw these ribs on. I did one slab with cow cover, and I did one Texas style, salt, pepper, garlic. So we're gonna see, these are the Texas style. So I'm gonna put them here. Man, this wind is crazy. I done cleaned my pool 4 times a day and it's back filled with leaves. So I'm gonna bunch them up so they can come out nice and thick. Get these gloves off. So these are gonna be the cow cover. Those are gonna be Texas style, salt, pepper, garlic. And we got our beef ribs over here hanging out. So let's shut this thing back down. Right. Pit's chugging along at 242. And let's take a look at these spare ribs. I ain't gonna lie. I literally just did this, but I realized my mic wasn't on, so I'm trying to act like this didn't just happen like 38 seconds ago. But I went ahead and spritz them down. Actually, I'm gonna spritz this one a little more. It looked like you could use it. But it looks like we're getting some excellent color on both of them. These are the cow cover, and those are the Texas style. And the beef ribs are just sweating away. So I'm about to throw a log on and relax for about another hour. Later. All right. Let's see. We got the fire going at 275. Beef ribs are at 198. Just for the hell of it, I put a probe in the pork ribs just so I don't have to be out here, because I know around the 200 mark they're going to be done. But I want to probe the the beef ribs and see, probe them for tenderness. Goodness. Look at those. Man, them things looking good. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get a probe in the beef. Oh man, yeah, it's feeling. I guess the roll of paper is was initially giving some resistance, but them ribs feel super tender. So let's see here. Just for the hell of it, let's see where we're at. 169. This one is rocking at, man, I'm poking this one, trying to find a spot in between. There we go. 188. All right, so these are coming along pretty good. I'm gonna give them one last little tiny spritz. I'm not wrapping these. I don't like my pork ribs wrapped. I let them go the whole way until they're done. No wrap. But right now, I'm close. They're not as tender as I need them to be, but they are very close. Beef ribs, I'm going to take them till about 203 to 205. Now I'm going to pull them at 203 and be done with it. And then I'm going to put them in my, depending on how much time before the game starts, I'm going to put them in my, I got a toaster oven, like an air fryer toaster oven. I'm going to put them in there and hold them at about 140 until it's time to eat. So I'll check in a little bit when I'm about to pull the beef out. All right. So the beef ribs have hit 202.5, and I'm gonna call that close enough. I'll pull those. I'm actually not gonna put them in my toaster oven because it's so close to the game. I can just put them in my Cambro and let them just hang out until it's time to eat. I kind of want to see how these ribs are feeling. Oh yeah, they want to break open. That's a plus. See how they're breaking open? That is good. So I'm gonna say these are done. So I'm about to take the beef ribs and put them in my, I think it's a Cambro. I guess we about to find out. I'm not going to put any more wood in because the smoker is cooling off. I think last I checked it got down to 225. So I'm cool with that because I could just let the ribs hang out and stay warm until it's time to eat. So I'm not going to add any more wood, and I'll probably just leave the ribs in here. All right, let's go put this thing to rest till it's time to eat. So this is, I can't see the label on it. Oh, this is Carlisle. Okay, this Carlisle can hold, I've held meat in here for almost maybe 15 hours. What I normally do, I usually put a pot of hot water in it, but today I was not thinking, so I just put a cup of boiling water from my Keurig in there. So I lock this thing down, and this baby will stay hot. I think the longest I put something in here was 15 hours, and it was still super hot. So I'm gonna let the beef ribs hang out here until it's time to eat. Excuse the messy garage. All right, so I'm about to pull these ribs out and throw those in the warmer because they are done. Man, these things look good. Yes, sir. Look at them. Yes, they are. Dang. Okay. I was about to say I couldn't tell the cow cover from the Texas, but you can see the big pepper. I had to bring you in here because the wind has been blowing like crazy today. I've cleaned my pool 4 times today, and the leaves just keep blowing in. But oh well. Look at that. That's a good looking slab of bones right there, boy. All right. Okay. So let me get these wrapped up, and we're gonna pop them in the Carlisle, not the Cambro. Hold on. All right, back to the Carlisle we go. We're gonna dump these spares in here. Sorry if the camera's moving around, but by now y'all know I'm a one-handed man. So we let everything hang out in here until it's done. Well, actually it's done until it's time to eat. And it should be very hot. Oh. So right here, that's my Southern Pride DH65. It stays in the garage because I had a 220 put in right there. And this runs off 220, so whenever I'm cooking on the Southern Pride, I will just put it in the driveway until I get a 220 out back. I may do some cooks on that. All right, y'all enjoy y'all Super Bowl. I almost want to bite this thing whole.
Don't do it.
How long did you let that cook?
It's dropping juice, man. Oh wow.
Cook